This episode of Snacky Tunes has been brought to you by Full Service Party. It's a bass party in Bushwick. Next full service is December 10th. That's this Friday at Tandem Bar for free, featuring live performances from Old Money, Chaz Van Queen, Narcisse, DJ Nair, and Knife Show. For more information, visit www.fullserviceparty.com. Again, this Friday, December 10th, Tandem.
We talk about food, we talk about music, with musical dudes. Finger on the pulse, Snacky Tunes.
All right. That was just She Keeps Bees. You were listening to Snacky Tunes.
Really?
Yeah.
Right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate. That's where we are today.
Quick question. Where?
Where what?
Does she keep bees?
I think in her pocket.
Oh.
We can ask her later. She'll be on a little bit later playing live with her bandmate Andy. They're eating pizza right now.
Pocket full of bees, stomach full of pizza. That song's coming up later, right?
Yeah, that song is definitely coming later. We are actually in the studio together for the first time, I think, in like 5 weeks.
It's nice to be sitting across the table from you.
It is nice. I wish I was feeling a little bit better.
Well, you do it to yourself.
I'm a little under the weather.
Speaking of pizza, we are joined by Lasso's Greg Bresnitz. Hello.
Hi.
Co-owner, harmonica player, graphic designer.
World famous pizza comedian.
Which is, it's a thing.
Yeah,
or actually might be the first of its kind.
No, it's a big market, actually.
It is. It's those hybrid markets are really where it's at.
It's like a chicken and egg thing. Like, what comes first, the pizza or the comedy?
Yeah, exactly.
So I know we're sitting down to Roberta's Pizza, but talk to me about your pizza and what makes it the place to be the special pizza.
Why is my pizza so special? Well,
what
long time. Let me show you a beautiful pizza pie. No.
Yeah.
Our pizza is real similar to this pizza, actually. I don't want to tell you the exact differences and why it's better.
Brag a little.
Pizza uses a 10-step process known as DOC pizza, which stands for Denominazione Originata Controllata, which has been passed on from my great my mom's friend Elsa.
Yeah. I think
is that the comedy coming in a little bit?
No, that's written on the website. You go to the website, it says the same thing.
So recently, you guys stirred up a little bit of controversy by introducing a Chicago deep dish style pizza inside the borders of New York City.
Pizza Wars.
it's coming.
Yeah.
What's been the reaction to that?
Oh, mostly good stuff. That some people on some websites whose names we mentioned, SeriousEats.com, who you guys friends with those guys?
We're
Yeah,
associates.
actually, he was on. He called in, I think, or he was on the show. No.
Those guys get so angry about pizza.
People get really angry about pizza.
Man.
I think I would probably say the angriest food people in New York. And I think it's because I'm sure if you went to like Chicago, it'd be pizza as well. But tacos in LA. But here it's just like.
Wait, are you kidding? Try reading the Chowhound message board for Chicago pizza and see what people say about. Like they'll all agree on, like I said, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they'll just. I mean, and then they might as well have, your great grandfather besmirched my great father's honor and.
We will never let this go.
We will never let this go.
My father, when I was bored, told me to murder your family.
But having a Chicago style, I mean, can you not have that? I guess I don't see where the controversy comes from.
Well, there's not really anybody doing I mean, it's a Chicago thing. There's like 2 places in Chicago that are sort of famous. It's a place like Illuminati. But that's what they're trying to go for, right? Illuminatis? I don't even know if that's a coincidence. And then there's some other place.
Oh, yeah, that place is good.
That place is pretty good, too.
I mean, it's all fine. It's I don't really like the.
I'm still just not being enlightened on what people are so upset about.
I don't know, because it's Chicago's thing, and then it's like people. I don't know. People don't like new things. They get angry.
Hey, how do you feel about it when you see a Philadelphia cheesesteak in New York?
Okay, now you put it in terms of.
There we go.
Okay, I get it now.
Think about
I guess I just don't care as much about Chicago style pizza the way that I care about Philadelphia cheesesteaks.
Yeah, well, it's because Chicago blows.
So talk to me about your pizza.
Alienating one city and website at a time.
So talk to us about your pizza. Talk to us about the specials. I know you have what's the big D?
Big D is we do a DOC buffalo mozzarella pizza, which is like a classic deal. It's like a 12-inch, kind of like this one, with the buffalo mozzarella. And then the DOC is sort of like a new piece of technology. It's pizza tech, high-tech pizza stuff. So it's got 3 cheeses on it. It's got the buffalo mozzarella from Italy, Parmesan, fresh shaved Parmesan, and then regular fresh mozzarella.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, super good. You can get that double X, which is extra crispy, extra sauce.
Now, you guys have a dinner coming up this week, don't you? On Wednesday.
Yeah, the Harpoon beer dinner.
First off, love Harpoon. Love the winter warmer. I'm sure it's going to be there.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that partnership and tickets and events and things like that.
We've been doing these Brewmaster dinners for a little bit, and this is probably like our 3rd or 4th one, and then we have a couple more coming up. We're doing one with Brooklyn Brewery coming up. But my brother, my tiny brother,
aren't younger brothers the worst?
It's the worst, right? Man, he's more than 6 minutes apart, too. So.
Yeah.
And he's a brewmaster, and he's been doing these brew programs, and he'll come up he's from Florida. He'll come up here, he'll brew like a keg of beer with like 5 people, and we'll have it at the restaurant. You can come and sample it. And then he's been doing these brew dinners where, so like the Harpoon brewmaster already came, met with our chef Danny, and they've put together like a 5-course pairing menu. They bring 5 beers on tap, and everyone will be there the night of to explain everything.
Is it all pizza?
Yeah.
No, it'll be a lot of kitchen food. It'll be some pizza, and then like a lot, depending on what they do, I'm not sure. Like last time, they do stuff with the beer. They'll beer batter stuff. They'll make desserts with the beer, and then they make other fare. I think last time they did some kind of steak, caramelized onion steak.
I gotta say, I'm more down with beer than wine for food. When I'm pairing, I just like it better.
Yeah,
a personal preference.
Yeah,
Plus,
me too.
You're not gonna drop. For you to drop like $140 on a beer tasting is, you're never going to get to that price.
No, I like a bourbon tasting.
Yeah, but those are.
Yeah, but how long can you taste before you're just swallowing?
Yeah, I guess I like a bourbon swallowing. Yeah. Is what I meant to say.
So, talk to me about the reptilian agenda.
Well, the reptilian agenda is a totalitarian system of oppression whose thumb we are under at all times.
Of course.
And, I don't support that. So.
And do they support pizza?
No, they don't eat pizza. They hate pizza.
And how are you battling their totalitarian thumb?
Yeah. What was that word?
Thumb.
Thumb. Okay.
Well, how am I battling their thumb? With all my other fingers and my whole soul. No, I put up a lot of stickers. I got a big marketing campaign against their ideology. Deliver a lot of slices.
Do you guys where are you guys located?
Kenmare and Mott, Nolita.
I mean, that's Pizza Central right now.
It's just super pizza central. It's the heart of. That's the innermost circle of the pizza world.
Why don't we play a song and we'll come back and talk?
Actually, no, because our other guy showed up.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh.
So let's hang out for like a few more minutes.
Okay.
Listen. So wait a second. So you're right near Lombardi's, right? And you guys are relative newcomers, right?
Yeah, it's 6 years, and then Lombardi's is on the opposite corner.
So how have you guys, new school versus old school? How do you guys hang out with them, or are they part of the pizza war?
Yeah, they're part of the pizza war. They're part of the. I don't know. They're a whole different thing. They're like tourist bus come and deliver people over there to wait in line and get called in. It's a different world.
They get that one pie and do 32 slices, and they
Yeah.
talk about like, oh, this is where The Godfather was inspired.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then they have like the intercom, like, hey, party of 5.
Do you guys use, what type of oven do you use?
Wood burning dome. We built it ourselves.
You got a license for that?
Pardon me?
What's
You have a
that?
license?
What's that?
What's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
To burn wood?
Why would
You need a license.
This is America.
I know what? Yeah.
You need a special license to
Do you
burn
really?
wood in the city. Yeah.
Well, I got it.
Boom. So, and your stand-up. When are you performing next? Where can we catch you?
I'm doing a show Tuesday called Rubber Bullets, and then that's on the Lower East Side, and I'm doing a show on Friday called Hot Soup at O'Hanlon's.
And just the Lower East Side. You just be on the streets.
I'm on the streets, yeah, just out in the streets. I'm a fan of the people,
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the people.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for being on. The website is lassonyc.com. I can't believe you got lasso.nyc.com.
I got all kinds of websites.
You would think Naked Cowboy would have that, right?
You'd think so. I actually own nakedcowboy.com.
Yeah. Awesome. And pizza, normal hours?
11:30 to 11:30.
Awesome. And the Harpoon Dinner, you can get tickets at the website.
Yeah, you can get it online.
And that's
$65.
That's good. 5 quarters of 5 beers, 65?
And the brewmaster, you can shake his hand and
That's
everything.
actually that's really good.
Are you going to be doing a little stand-up there?
No.
Just shaking hands, kissing babies,
Shaking
eating pizza?
shaking babies, kissing hands.
Oh, God. All right, man. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Appreciate it, and we'll definitely swing in for some deep dish.
Yeah, please do.
Who do we got? What song you got?
One of my favorite bands, Golden Hours from Portland, Oregon, and accompanied by a screw gun. They're building an outdoor heating area for here, and it's the opportune time to be building is during our show.
I just remembered that She Keeps Bees played in the basement of the restaurant like 5 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
Small world.
Small world.
small world. Well, with that, we're gonna play some Golden Hours. You're listening to Snacky Tunes, and we will be right back.
1, 2, 3, 4, far away. Low city lights. Light be shining on you tonight. Far, far away from you. On the dark side of the room. I know it's right. Deep in my heart, I know it's right. I want to hold you in my arms and sway. Kiss and ride on the CTA. I need to see you again. On the dark side, my friend.
Oh, man. The angry emails from Chicago are pouring in already. Our 2 fans in Chicago are now upset.
Yeah, they teamed up with Serious Seats, and they're having a boycott.
They won't. I can't say where, but they told me to take that Philly cheesesteak and place it, netherly. We are joined today by George Motz. Welcome.
George Motz, close.
Motz? Oh.
That's okay. That's okay.
all right.
Not the only one that gets it wrong.
You do your research.
I do. Sorry, I don't have the phonetic pronunciation of all my guest names. Anyway, he is the director of Hamburger America and the co-creator and director of the New York Food Film Festival and now Chicago Food Film Festival.
That's right.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
How's the pizza?
Pizza's pretty. I had one bite so far.
All right, you'll
I'll
get it
there. Yeah,
We'll get you there.
it's kind of ice cold, but it tastes good cold, right?
Pizza tastes good at any temperature.
That's true.
So talk to me about the Food Film Festival, what it is, how long it's been around.
Well, it's a multi-sensory experience. It's basically the slogan we like to use is "Taste what you see on the screen."
Okay.
I mean, you go to watch a movie. It's a food film, and then while you're watching that food on the screen, you're being served the food that you're seeing on the screen.
Oh, awesome. So give me an example.
Perfect example. Let's see. We showed 4 oyster films at a huge oyster event last year, and we actually had the oysters, not just any random oysters, but the actual oysters you saw in the movie, in those documentaries. We actually had them for the crowd.
so
thousands
awesome.
and thousands and thousands.
You saved the ones you filmed. And you just held on to them for a few months.
Right. They lasted.
The actual ones from the movie.
Now, in some cases, we actually brought in an oysterman from one of the films, brought in the oysters from the film, and brought in the actual oysterman from British Columbia to get up on the top. He got up on the stage and said, "Now I all want you to go home and make wild, passionate love."
Oh, man, I love
To 500
oysters.
people. So
Yeah. Just people just taking their shirts off, shucking oysters.
it was pretty crazy. Yeah.
Food and film has been a trend. I know that Alamo Draft House down in Austin
Right, yeah.
did that. They had like the Garlic Fest where they had 5-course meal and clips
Yeah.
of movies inspired by garlic. So you guys have taken this to the next level.
Yeah, we'll actually, like, for example, last year we showed 43 films over 5 days. 13 of them were actually world premieres. We actually had 13 world premieres just about food. So we found out that actually people are making food films just for our food film festival. So,
What's an example of one that was made right for the festival?
That's a good question. One of the oyster films was actually made for the festival. But I mean, last year we had a barbecue film. I'm sorry, we had no barbecue films. We were actually no barbecue films last year. Last year we showed a film called Beer Wars by Nat Barron, and it's all about the war, the great warring that goes on between big breweries and the microbrews.
Oh,
and so we showed her film, and then we actually had some of the beers that were in the film actually there to taste.
you know what's better than eating during films? Drinking.
That's right. There's a lot of drinking and eating going on.
I remember seeing Lord of the Rings and drinking, and by the end, I was just like, I'm confused and I'm drunk, and this is great. A lot of someone about hobbits. Are these all documentaries, or are these actual sort of like, is it like big night type films, or are they sort of narrative stories as well?
There are actually a few narratives out there, but most of them are documentaries. And most of them are great slice of life stories, profiles of people who make food. So it's been really great. Well, most of the films are between 5 to 12, 15 minutes, somewhere in there.
So it's mostly short films.
We have time for a few features. Beer Wars was a feature. We showed a film last year about Florent, the closing of the restaurant Florent.
The famous meatpacking.
Exactly. And what we did for that, we actually brought back the restaurant. We brought back about 10 dishes from the restaurant. We actually
It's pretty impressive.
we actually found the actual purveyors. We didn't just get any pate. We actually got the actual pate that he used to use in the restaurant before they closed.
Was he there?
He was actually there. It happened to be his birthday also, which made it even weirder.
Oh my God, I'm sure that was a party.
When the screening ended, you walked into like we remade Florent.
Where was this?
This was at we actually did it. We built the whole thing at the Altman Building on 18th Street or 17th Street in Chelsea. But the best part of the evening was at midnight. The stroke of midnight, they cleared off. They had made this sort of counter. There was lots of gay burlesque dancing going on at Florent back in the day, and they had a full on gay burlesque dance off between like 8 or 9 of the people who actually used to do that on the counter back in the day.
I'm a little speechless. It sounds
awesome.
No,
we sort of went beyond food.
I'm trying to think of questions, but
Food Film Festival is burning, I guess.
Yeah. It was. We definitely broke new barriers with our festival. That's for sure.
So I know that today has been a little bit New York versus Chicago, but you guys just had your first Chicago.
We did.
Food Film Festival. How was that? How was it different than New York?
Chicago loves us.
Man.
People actually were walking up to me and thanking me for bringing the festival. They weren't saying thanks for making a festival. They're saying thanks for bringing it to Chicago.
Chicago's a great food town.
They love it. They also love to eat. We talked about bringing this to like L.A. and I said people in L.A. don't like to eat really. They complain about food
because Chicago's got that whole Midwest streak as well. I mean, New Yorkers like to eat, but they like to be like seen eating.
Right.
Chicago. What do you say? Like Chicago's like lights off in the house, like 1 a.m. Like no one can see my secret.
But it's sort of just like it's just like the high end dinners here are different than the high end dinners there. There's so much more.
More food.
glutton it. Like let's really tuck in there.
Yeah, we did a beer event there. And we did a fried food event, and it was it was kind of and not that we're like belittling Chicago, but they definitely. I mean, they appreciated. We did everything. We had a range. We had oysters one night. We had some fried foods. We had a range of stuff, but people really sank their teeth in the festival. That's for sure. Not no pun intended.
So is
2 sold out nights down in Chicago, so we're very happy about that.
same films, same programming?
Yes, we actually took some for the first year in Chicago, we did sort of like a best of New York.
Yeah.
It was shorter. It was only 2 days. So we did 2 nights. We did basically, I think it was 9 or 10 selections from New York. And then we actually did premiere one film, a new film there.
Which one?
It was called Cud by Joe York. It's all about a guy who has been raising cattle in his his family's ranch for decades and decides that he wants to switch to grass feeding and how he came to that moment.
So let's talk about the festival. It's coming up in June, right?
Yes.
Coming up in June.
We know nothing about it yet, unfortunately. We do know that we have entries. The call for entries has gone out.
It's gone out.
Yeah, we can't announce any of the events that are happening yet. But the call for entries of the film. I know this is a bit of a picture window looking at it. That's good.
You just heard a screw gun falling from the top of a ladder. So you can't say who's in.
We don't know yet. We're getting films in right now. We're seeing films. We're seeing great films right now, but we can't say who's in it yet.
So talk to me about the submission process. I have a film. I want to make a film. What are the tips to getting in the festival?
Well, the big thing we like to see films that are usually shorter. That's usually because we have to program nights.
Say the drop tips. Yeah. Okay. So you're programming nights.
I'll be here all week.
We usually program films that we try to put. For example, last year we had this thing called The Edible Adventure. It was actually sponsored by Edible Magazines. Specifically Edible Manhattan, Edible Brooklyn. And what we did was basically we ran 9 or 10 short films together for one night, and then we had 10 different types of food for that event. So if we can somehow find we'll get a dessert film and we'll get an appetizer film or a drink film, we'll put them all together and make the sort of a menu out of all the films put together.
And what's like an average ticket price for this? Because it seems like
there's a huge range. I mean, it goes from last year we had free events where are almost free, $10, $5 a night, up to then you just get a tasting there. Or we had this huge thing last year called the Southeast Asian Street Food Fair. Basically, it was Chef Brad Farmery from Public and Double Crown. That was chef from Public. He actually he ran the night, and we actually recreated a Southeast Asian street market, and showed street food films, and then had all these crazy, most insane. We had one of the most insane foods ever. Brad himself made a pig's blood popsicle, which is that sounds disgusting.
No.
Sounds so good. I said the same thing. And my first thought was, this is going to be gross. But Brad is a master of cooked pig blood. He understands how to cook blood. And what he did was, are you guys vegetarians? I'm sorry.
No. But just go on.
What you do is you take sticky rice and you put it on a stick. You squeeze it onto like a popsicle stick. You dip it in cooked pig's blood, and then you roll it in crushed peanuts. And I swear to God, it tastes like a Snickers bar.
Yeah, that's great. Oh my God!
I was already not feeling great today. I think I just lost all the color.
I'm down with most innards, things like that, but I've just had some experience with just eating blood. Like,
really?
What is that? What's that? Like, I can't remember that German dish. It's blood.
It's all cooked though.
Yeah, I was at Blue Gaunt.
It's very rich.
I was just like, oh God, it's so rich.
It can be very rich, yeah.
It can be so rich.
But for example, like that night I think it was $80 for that night. But then you ate your face off and drank your face off.
As much pig blood as you can stomach.
That's right.
We should have you back on when we get closer to the event when you can announce things and we can sell tickets. But I'm glad we got you here.
Yeah,
during submission process. Yeah,
the submission process is big. We're get the word out for that. It's great. Yeah.
So where can we go to submit films?
NYCFoodFilmFestival.com.
Awesome. And for Chicago, you're going to do that again next year?
Yes, the entries for that start in the spring sometime.
Awesome. And let's just talk about last year's fan favorite or your favorite, or the last 4 years. What's been the best thing that you've seen? That was
my goodness! The oyster thing was a real. It was a tremendous event for us. We loved it. It sold out. All of our events sell out, but this one actually sold out to a crowd of 450 people. We had 8,000 oysters, and they actually finished all of them in 2.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I couldn't believe it. We had 22 shuckers. It was unbelievable.
Oysters are one of those things where
you
can just sit there and just.
You'll put down 30 and you won't even think about it.
It's truly amazing. And we actually, then on top of that, we actually had I forgot we had this. It was called the Great NYC Shuck and Suck. And we had an actual Shuck and Suck event where you had teams of two. We had sort of like food celebs up there. We had you would one person would shuck, and they would hand the oyster to a sucker who would then suck the oyster back. And it was the first person to finish 2 dozen won the prize.
I mean, I'd rather be the sucker than the shucker.
Under 2 minutes, the whole event. 24 oysters. I was shocked.
Yeah, those
I mean,
people.
it was like-
those people are serious.
Yeah.
I taught I learned how to open up an oyster, and I was like, okay, hold on, let me get that little latch.
Yeah, imagine 24 of those in
clean
2
my
minutes.
Well, George, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you
We're gonna
for
have
having
you.
me.
We will have you back on. Stick around, eat some pizza. New York Food Film Festival and Chicago Film Festival. And any plans for any other cities?
We're working on that right now. We need to sort of nail New York and Chicago.
Yeah, I got you.
We're definitely going to be rolling out. We've got a bunch of cities on underway.
Awesome. Well, we look forward to having you back on. We look forward to going to some of the events this year and hanging out and getting drunk and eating oysters and watching films.
Excellent. Thanks for having me.
So, in Punch's news, like that transition, in Punch's news,
Was that a cold stop?
Yeah, it's a cold stop. I don't even think that's a thing. That's about all you're gonna get today. Our brand new official remix of Tokyo Please Club came out today. It's up on record label. You can get it for free. So we're gonna play that, and we're gonna play something off the new Matt and Kim record, and then She Keeps Bees will be in studio live, talking about where she keeps her bees.
Yeah, I'm thinking pocket, possibly in a purse. And shout out to Jack Inslee and RecTech, producer and engineer, and Whole Foods.
Sure.
Yeah, Whole Foods is our sponsors today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Whole Foods, for being our awesome sponsor. You're delicious and fantastic. And
they actually have the Mexican tomato sauce we were looking for last night.
so thank you for being an unknowing part of our awesome dinner party, which has put DJ Never Forget in a sad coma.
Oh my God.
Snacky
And
Tunes, Heritage
thank you
Radio.
both.
Let's go. Remix. Let's do this.
The day that your brother started to talk was the day that I found you like that. The national child star in a coat and a scarf, alone in the laundromat. Now we got the keys to an apartment we share, and we stay up as late as we like Casey and Jojo, like Sonny and Cher. You're Tina, but I'm not Ike. So tell me what's your favorite color? Tell me your favorite color. Tell me how's your younger brother? What grades he Go back to the rooftops of the homes in your town. Your brother had started to say, go back to the rooftops and kick the shingles down, 'cause the days and the nights are the same. The least you could do is try and act surprised, try and act alright. But you're here for the chase, next year's a ways away. So tell me what's your favorite color? Tell me your
Yeah, I sort of want to enter that. Anyway, that's Matt and Kim off the new album, Where You're Coming From. Before that was our remix of Tokyo Police Club, which you can download for free at record label called Favorite Color. Favorite Color. So in the studio today, we have... yeah, see that? Yeah, now you get my full gaze.
That's right.
In the studio today, we got She Keeps Bees.
Hello.
And obviously the first question on the show today
Yes.
is where?
Where? I know. As soon as we get out of this apartment, then I'll have... We only have one window that looks directly into someone else's apartment, so half the time there's no real light coming in.
Wait a
That
second.
was not the question.
The question is, where do you keep the bees?
I know. Well, what? We will once we have an apartment.
Oh, okay.
I forgot that. I went
Yeah.
right in the middle.
Yeah.
And
This seems like
What?
it seems like a common question.
it is. I know. And because I
Just
don't have
so you know
any.
how the interview process goes, if you were answering the question for somebody else previously, you can't just pick it up midway for us because
Yeah.
we didn't get that first information. So just
Got it.
Just
No, I
you
learned
know.
it from my mom. It's usually that's how the story goes. It's always like she's like in the middle, and then he died.
Yeah. Oh, and then
like,
Mozart
well,
says
what?
to, his pizza guy.
So you two just got back from recording your new
Yeah,
record.
yeah.
How was that?
It was insane. It was like a dream. We had purpose every day. It was awesome. we were in the middle of the woods and in
a log cabin.
In a log cabin. Which,
Where?
Yeah, in about 2 hours north of here, and it was surrounded by mountains and trees and stars and blue jays.
Blue Jays.
Yeah, they're nasty little stinkers too. Apparently, they're really
They're good
mean.
looking.
Oh yeah, they
Not
got
the friendly
good
Disney
dew.
kind?
Yeah, no.
No, not at all.
It's like they're always hurting other birds. Yeah, it was drama
I didn't
every
know that about
morning.
Blue Jays.
So how was the inspiration?
We were, and amazing. Half the time it was just there's windows everywhere, so we'd try to start a song, and I just start staring off into space, and like, whoa, sorry, what are you talking about to me? Always, always, always. It's just, what? You never say anything, you bastard. Just let her go, whatever.
Yeah, was she? Yeah.
No, it was amazing. It was a dream.
Was it
come true.
writing and recording or just
No,
writing?
I had everything pretty much set up. There were only a couple times where I'm like, "Don't say horseshoe. What rhymes with?" Oh God! Wandering around looking at wood. That sounds like a good idea.
Don't say horseshoe.
Were
God, how many another horseshoe
I
song?
know.
you completely removed from civilization, or was it like?
There was a diner like 5 minutes from the house.
Yeah, but we did lose power for about a day and a half, and we had to learn how to use the like old timey wood stove. And it was like, this is the test. And so we burned it down. And then we had find another shelter.
Did you do a lot of cooking? What were you cooking?
Yeah. It was always
A lot of stew.
pizzas.
Oh yeah, we made a lot of pizza.
This man, we became grandma and grandpa. I started embroidering. He started making stock for no apparent reason. It was like we were making chicken stock all the time.
just in case.
Going to
in case.
sleep
For
at
soup.
9:30 in the morning at the night, getting up at 7, being like, "Are the mountains still there? Oh, fantastic!"
That's what purpose will get you.
It was like a
Yeah.
dream, really insane.
Now it's 4 o'clock. I have a glass of wine.
I think I will.
The sun's going down.
And it's I know because as soon as because it was like camping because it was just like floor to ceiling, 24-foot ceiling.
Whose place was this?
Well,
We found it on Craigslist.
I don't know how he did it. He's younger than me, so he's very savvy with the internet. Every time I do something on Google, it's always like, "You've reached this porn place," and he finds it and he's like, "I got a deal. We got this. We're ready to go. They're gonna give us a car for free." I'm like, "What the hell are you
That's
doing?"
not true. They did
It's
not give
true.
us a car.
No, but we got them to get the price down.
That's
'Cause
nice.
This is like a luxury house. It's like
Negotiating.
Yeah,
skills.
I always forget that like there really is all these woodsy forest fancy pants stuff right
Yeah.
outside New York
I know.
that people never use.
And their keys are usually
Yeah.
hiding.
Nowhere.
Are
Near
nowhere.
the house.
In the house.
It's actually a trick question. The front doors are just always unlocked.
Exactly.
For
Why don't
every,
we-
every half an hour you get outside, it's like a decade back. You get 2 hours out, it's like the 1950s. No one locks their doors.
Yeah.
Only diners.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
One
It's
down.
so fun.
Why
100
don't we
miles.
have you play a song?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
I like the. I mean, no one can see it because this is radio, but the.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty well. That guy can't.
I don't know if
but
I like
the
doing
the bee themed shakers.
You have no idea.
They were
how-
a gift.
I'm trying not to be the bee lady, but it's happening. It's like, oh, another bee candle holder.
I mean, you
Oh,
kind of.
good.
What are you gonna do? You
I
kind of
know.
ask for
I'm
it.
gonna
a
embrace
tattoo.
it totally.
Does anyone remember that episode from The Tick with that guy who had a pig for a foot and he got all these like pig presents and it was the exact same thing. It's like you get one pig
Yes,
present.
it is exactly like that.
I need to watch more of that show.
collected pigs.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
great a bee dress. Actually, a bee dress would be pretty cool.
Yeah. When am I gonna have that? Yeah.
Hey, listeners.
Okay. All right. we're
Next
doing this.
next She Keeps Bees shows. Bring the dress.
Yeah,
Let's
do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Live
Okay.
on Snacky Tunes.
All right. Maybe I'm gonna do this so I don't weird
Okay.
myself out. I can hear myself. Okay, here we go. Don't follow me, honey. Not the road you want to be on. Yeah, the sky may seem sunny. I know I'll be the one you gotta lean on. You've got some time to spend and shine what you think you may want. See, you got the nerve, oh, the nerve to be so kind. Yeah, find yourself a little rabbit hole, too dark for believing in lies, lies, like oh, stand up and fight, stand up and fight, stand up and fight, fight, fight. Oh, the river you damn won't dry, and the feelings you have, it's alright. Just please, sister, please give it time. 'Cause not everybody walks straight line. Straight line, 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 line. Other ribbon around you, all you gonna feel is love, love. Tie the ribbon around you, all you gonna feel is love. Sing, tie the ribbon around you, all you gonna feel is love, 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 love. Tie the ribbon around you, all you're gonna feel is love. Yeah. Guys, God. I'm feeling a little like I'm wearing double pants. I got 3 sweaters on. Sitting down in a comfy chair.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I can't get the wall. So I'm sorry.
it's winter today.
Yeah, and I got lovely pizza all over my face.
That was great.
Yeah, we really
What was that song called?
Ribbon. Yeah.
Yeah.
ribbon
Yeah.
horseshoe.
Ribbon horseshoe.
Ribbon horseshoe.
The classic.
Oh, that classic She Keeps Bees ribbon horseshoe. Yeah, we really we do not set people up. We're like, come in, it's warm, and here's a bunch of pizza. Now, could you play a little something for us?
Here's some hot chocolate.
I'm like, oh, look.
Here's some hot chocolate and a
Yeah.
blanket.
Yeah, you'll be getting a back rub, and there'll be some soothing music the entire time.
Yes, please.
So now you're back in New York.
Yes, and we're frightened by every noise.
Every noise, it's scary.
We're like, what the hell is that?
Oh, did you like lost your city sense?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's coming back, definitely, but we were kind of overzealous the first night that we came in. We got this Yukon, like, huge SUV.
Rental car to
I
take
look-
everything back.
I've never been in a car that people were like, "Hey, check you out," you know. And then it was like we looked like homeless children, so it was like, "Yeah, daddy just buy you that?" Like what? And so quickly, just trying to be as aggressive as clearly, if you're driving a bus, it's like no problem, I'll just run you over. So we dropped that off in the city, and then we're like, "Let's go drinking."
Oh
No
yeah.
problem. We've just been going to bed at 9:30 every night. Sure, you know, and we lasted like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that first night back in New York drinking is.
And then, but after moving back to
Yeah.
you're like, what is wrong with us?
it's either
She almost
very
killed
long or
me.
very short. Almost
Yeah.
killed you?
Yeah. moving
I
all
wanted
of
to
our
get
equipment back
done.
into the house.
I didn't realize that I'm like carrying a pillow
Yeah,
and
just-
a plant, and he's carrying like 7 speakers.
Why are you so tired?
Yeah, hurry up! I'm like, just need a little.
I gotta get my plan together.
I was starting to tunnel.
I mean,
He's like, I'm just gonna lay here, and she's gonna feel so bad. When I go
I mean that
upstairs.
getting out of that New York rhythm. We get older as these things happen, and getting back into it just gets a little bit harder every time. Just like, did I really used to be out till? How did I do that?
2 hours of sleep? No. Yeah.
I have to assume that people who were my bosses did what I did when I was younger, because they definitely had to give me some grace.
Yeah.
Because you come and you're like, yeah, I got this. No one knows that I was out. No one's gonna notice if I go take a nap in the bathroom for an hour. And the boss is just like, could you just not? If you could just not smell like what you did last
smell
night,
like a
that'd be-
brewery.
Yeah.
Showers are
So funny.
not
Yeah, I remember.
suggested.
Yeah, I remember hearing that phrase. "You smell like a brewery" when I was younger, and being like, "How could you get that drunk?" And then,
Yeah.
I've never heard that.
Lo and behold.
out of your
I've never heard that
pores?
phrase before.
really?
Yeah,
Directed at you.
yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
So you're back in New York.
Yeah.
How long are you here before you're back on the road?
I guess for like the next couple months, we're gonna be mixing and mastering and trying to get the album together by next March, and then we're just gonna try to just do full push and go. Well, I guess we're gonna probably go to Europe for a little bit, but then we're gonna
Just
come
a
back.
jaunt.
Just
Quick jaunt.
sometimes they feed us too there. This is like one of the actually that's why we support this place all the time, because it's like they feed you and you can tell that the food is made with love, and this place is amazing.
By the way, she's referencing Roberta's.
Roberta's,
You
yeah.
left again.
Again,
Just gonna help you out here. I figured
know.
it out.
This is what this has to do
So
all the time.
when what's the food like for the mixing? Is it different than the recording food?
Yeah.
Are you taking the time to make stocks, or you're like, I'm just getting any Thai takeout that?
I don't know. What were we eating? Like tuna wraps the other
Oh
day?
yeah, we were like.
It's getting sad.
It
at
was
our
first.
house.
It was like a tuna wrap breakfast, and then I was like, "Oh, do we have to do this for lunch too?"
Cold tuna.
Dinner,
for
we're
breakfast?
going out. Dinner, we're going out.
Then we're going out to buy more tuna and more
Just
wrap
die
ingredients.
Yeah.
Mercury.
Yeah, you get in that studio tunnel, and you're just like, first
Yeah.
menu,
Oh,
whatever.
Yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah,
Coffee.
coffee. I know. And now we've set up the studio just today, and like we were listening to it in this cathedral like setting, and now we're just like, what? This doesn't sound like crap.
I think it helps though.
Yeah.
Oh, smaller size. Yeah.
Andrew,
all right, engineers.
Andrew WK actually wrote a long time ago when he did his first record, like, if it sounds good at 1, it'll sound good at 10.
Nice.
And that's how he mixes all of his records.
He's the party master.
He mixes them quiet.
Incredible.
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that before. It's a good idea.
Yeah, like, and a lot of, like, other producers, like, when we were starting out, the tips they were, like, everything will sound good when that bass is, like, kicking, but if it sounds all right when it's really quiet.
Speaking of
Yeah.
listening to music, let's hear another song.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's a transition. Boom.
Okay.
God.
All right. Well.
What are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm frightened. But
This one's
I'm
about
gonna-
horseshoes.
The horseshoe popsicle song. Yes.
Is this a shaker or a tambourine?
I guess this is gonna be. I'm gonna attempt the brand new thing that's happening. Maybe I should just chill this. Okay. Okay, maybe I do.
Here, I'm gonna do
this.
here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gonna try and change him. Better know what you want. Remember how he's changed your mind before. Long as I have waited to knock the crust off you, swirling everything around me as if I make you my moon. Tambo over there. Man, we are killing it. So it's gonna be a lot fuller in the album, but that's something Andy didn't practice. Yeah, I know, and I kept telling you, are you gonna do the Tambo jingly?
She wouldn't let me bring my miniature drum set.
Well, because you didn't practice, man. I want to tight ship, dude.
Those are pretty interesting lyrics. What's your inspiration for?
Well, I'm not playing the next song.
That's right. You better just chill.
You
Eat
can-
some more pizza.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, I throw him under a bus.
We
I do it
Throws
all
me
the
under a
time.
bus
I'm
every
so
time.
We call
Like,
we call
you
these
give me a tambourine
house
and expect
meetings.
me to make magic.
This is the She Keeps Bees house meeting.
Yeah.
Live on
Some-
Snacky
we need some
Tunes.
therapy. Some band
Just
therapy.
call in. Tell me where to keep the bees. Where the horseshoe song should be
Yeah.
placed.
Oh, the bees are in the horseshoe. Spoiler alert.
Thank God we sorted this out. Oh, my nose. Excuse me. Okay.
So talk to us about the new album.
Okay.
It's been recorded. You're
Yeah.
mixing. Who's it coming out on?
We're putting it out ourselves here, and then we have a little label in the UK that's got us some European distribution. So it's just sort of going to come out in different countries, and hopefully we'll be able to tour. And then we would definitely want to do some touring of the States. Probably, hopefully in April, maybe. I'm like, any takers? Anyone want to hang out with us?
Anyone hang out with us?
Yeah, show us where to
So
eat.
do you just like hop in the car and just go?
Totally. I have a 92 Mazda that I've had since I was 16. It's almost classic car. We just got
What makes
a
it
new
classic?
door.
That's the one with seatbelts, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
and actually movable seatbelts.
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
about those.
Yeah, where you
Well, one
open the
of them's
door
broken.
and then one of them you have to kind of do yourself.
The motor is constantly trying to pull it back.
Actually, yeah, it's very confused. It's like
You have one purpose in life, and you are failing seatbelt.
no, please just put me
What's,
on.
what was your decision to put it out yourself here? Why that route?
I mean, I guess we're not really we're just not waiting around for like a label, and everything that we've been doing has sort of been sort of contracted out anyway. So I guess we were just like, what? I don't know. If somebody's interested, we want to talk. I don't know. It's also you want to be a part of a family. Like you want to be supportive of like of that group, and so nothing's really connected that way. But I mean, we've been our own label. We put out records every year since we met 2006.
Yeah.
5. So I swear we haven't been not doing anything. We just gave you a 7-inch too. We have two
With your
two
grandmother
songs
on
with
it.
my grandma, and my grandpa took the picture,
Oh,
and I recreated his stamp. I found it on an old picture, and so I made that. And even though he was like such a stickler about cropping, it was always like no one is smiling in these pictures. It's always took forever. No one is happy. The dog is tired. Like
you're losing the
and-
sunset. You're losing the sunset.
Absolutely.
The sun
So
is gone.
funny. And what I've been doing is cropping the picture and putting him on record. So that's okay. That's okay.
we
He doesn't
wanna-
have to know.
We want to thank you for coming in.
That's it.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna play one more song.
I know, but we're having a good time.
I know, we're having a
I
great time.
know. Why are we
Thank you for
hanging
having
out?
us.
I know. We're so happy to be here.
One more
It's a
question.
secret area.
What do you eat on the road? What's your tour dietary?
Tour?
We try to go to the grocery store as much as we can.
Tour. What?
On tour?
On tour? What do you eat on
Oh,
tour?
on tour. Yeah. Okay. What I was like.
We
Yeah,
attempt
grocery shopping. Yeah.
to eat healthy things.
Yeah.
Like nuts
In the
and dried
beginning,
fruit
and then like at the end, you're like,
it's-
"Oh, give me the
gosh darn
fries,
Fries.
Give me those fries. Give me those fries."
It's like I'm gonna be eating alfalfa all tour.
No, it's like
Peanut butter and jelly.
raw
in the back.
almonds. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I make a little snack pack.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is,
Salted.
is there salt on those cashews? Yeah, no,
Okay,
thank,
thank
you.
you.
By the end, it's
No,
like,
thank you.
let me get that double burger
I want
Yeah.
double burger. I want fries on the burger. I want
Yeah.
cheese
Yeah.
on top of it.
and deep fried egg.
Yeah, thank you. All of it.
All of it.
I know. I don't
Deep
know
fry
what
the bun, too.
happens. Yeah. It's so funny.
I know.
They'll do that for
It's,
you.
Yeah, but going to the grocery store definitely is smart, because sometimes you're like, let me get a water, and you're like, I could have gone to the grocery store. It's like $1, but sometimes, convenient.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
It's funny how it becomes less convenient.
it's amazing.
All right, and with that,
Anyway, so let's do the whole laundry list of if I want to find you online.
Oh, awesome. Yes. We're on FaceSpace. We're on MySpace.
My town.
My town.
What book?
Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. Yeah, SheKeepsBees.com, which
needs a little help.
Yeah, it's like we have Flash going on it. I don't know what. It's like the last people on Earth. That have
Don't try it
Flash.
on your iPhone.
No, just stop working. Just stop working. Yeah. And Bandcamp also. You can buy all of our albums from.
You can
us.
listen to everything we've ever recorded at our Bandcamp page, which is shekeepsbeats.bandcamp.com.
Yeah, which everything we've recorded has been self-recorded.
Self-released.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Self-recorded, self-mixed, self-put out.
Yeah.
DIY.
Yeah.
And if I wanted to buy horseshoes, where can I go?
Horseshoes.
The horseshoe.
Soon, She Keeps Bees classic horseshoe songs.
And if someone wanted to send you some bee paraphernalia, they could just.
Awesome. 950 Hart Street. Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Now we know where to really find
Come
you.
on down.
And we never leave it locked. So.
Yeah, the key is under the mat.
The keys and the plastic bee under the mat. All right. Well, thank you so much. We've been
you,
finger on the
guys.
pulse. I'm glad to see that Never Forget is back to the world of the living. You're going right back to the couch. I gotta go back to work.
I'm going to bed.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta go all the way across town. I'm going super west side.
Are you wearing double pants?
No, you know what? I it's like waist up. I'm always bundled, and then I'm like, oh, those wear jeans.
Yeah. No.
Like, why are my thighs cold? I'm sweating.
true.
My biceps are sweating.
No, I'm
My
like
bicep.
Anyway,
classic problem.
Yeah. So thank you to Whole Foods for being delicious and keeping us on air. Jack Inslee, Rec Tech, the whole Heritage family.
Awesome.
Roberta's for
Roberta's.
feeding us. Oh my God.
Best.
Pizza is the greatest hangover cure ever. And Greg and George, our food guests. I'm excited.
Yeah.
What a day.
What a day.
What a day.
I can't believe we did that in 1 hour.
Done.
I'm done for the day.
Yeah, you really earned it.
Bag it in.
Yeah, you really earned it. Yeah. Anyway, so last song, She Keeps Bees. What do we have?
An old song called Cold Eye.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right.
You want any Tambo on
Oh
this,
man,
or-
if you're feeling it.
I'll just lay back.
No man, go ahead. Oh, already you're done with your job too.
Yeah, look at these. This half of the room is yeah. All right, here we go. She Keeps Bees live with Snacky Tunes. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week. Yeah.
Don't you tell them what to do. Just sit yourself down. And don't do these things to you. Sit yourself down. Never between us. How you see right through that hard pride. That pride you got means everything to you. When I hit you on the knuckle, baby, look me dead in the eye. Watch you see it right through me too. Tambo solo. You're so good. Keep your pride. You find somebody else that will keep all your actions you're doing justified. We're gonna destroy this room, right, Andy? Ready? Okay.